Hello everybody, welcome back once again, playing Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles, and just about to head into, I think this is actually the Sandrat Sietch, so let's head on in.
Understood.
Leave it to me. Ready.
It's time.
And you've heard about the Order. They mean to finish us this time.
I've heard. So what's to become of us?
I say we forget this business and run. There's naught for it.
Agreed. If we follow Uyghur, he'll lead us only to our graves.
Aye, that much is plain. God's willing, Gustav's ransom of the Marquis will fatten our purses enough that we can quit this life for good and all.
The Order! They're here! We must silence this watch before they can raise the alarm. Right.
Alright, gonna work on some more bravery here. And of course, fail right off the jump. Gotta love it. That 55%. There we go.
Sense is keen.
Might actually have my ninjas do a little bit of work here. Let's see. I will soften them up a bit with some dancing, I guess, first.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah, go on in there, Argath. lead the way for us. It's like death by 1,000 cuts here. Ooh, look at you. Blap, 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 blap. Oh, I see a bunch of people dropping into critical status. We'll just keep the ladies doing what they're doing. Let's bring up her bravery. Oh, miss, really? I think that's a 95% too. Let's see here.
A moment.
Oops, and I didn't actually check. Gotta be a little bit slower. Gotta slow down. Oh, 82. That's way lower than I remember.
Ready.
All right. Yeah, Delita's like, nope. So I'm just gonna hang out over here.
These sandrats are long in the slaying. It is well no others have found us while we tarried here.
Dude, we haven't even hit the 5-minute mark, and Ramza's complaining about it taking too long. Come on, guy.
You've taken leave of your senses, Gustav.
Have I? What hope does your fool revolution hold? Dreams do not fill a man's stomach or make soft the packed earth on which he beds.
You see naught beyond the end of your nose? The crown strays, Gustav. It must be led back onto the path.
And you think yourself the man to do this? More fool you, Weegraf.
You have spoken your fill. Then we are done.
Weegraf! The Marquis!
No further. You vermin! Stay yourself, Argath. The Marquis is unharmed. You are free to return him to Egros.
Why release him?
The Marquis's abduction was ill done. Such craven methods serve not our ends. Let me walk free, and I will release the Marquis to your care. A fair bargain.
You mock us. You are in no position to bargain.
Enough, Argath. He speaks the truth. Put your backs to that wall. Give me no cause to doubt your sincerity.
Oh.
Let him go, Argath.
Why do you stay me?
The Corpse Brigade is finished, in any case. There is naught to be gained by a quarrel here.
The Marquis is well. He is weak, but he would seem unharmed.
We must see him back to Egros.
Well, all right. That looks like that's pretty much it. I am actually going to read through the rumors, though. I kind of forgot to take a look at these.
Rumors, eh?
Or did I? No, I think I... No, yeah, I don't think I did these. Did I? Let's just... Yeah, I'll read through these. So the brigade, Corpse Brigade is the first rumor here. It says, brigandry is on the rise across the land, and Galleon has by no means been spared. Wains are struck and pillaged. High-ranking officials taken at sword point. Most of that, good reference to Marquis Elmador there. Most of the incidents of this past 6 months are believed to be the work of a company of felons and former sellswords known as the Corpse Brigade. It is oft said that the only good brigand is a dead brigand, and the Order of the Northern Sky would like not more than to see the brigade made corpses for true, but as yet it is all the knighthood can do to keep the outlaws in check. And then here's the rumor on King Andoria III. The health of King Andoria III has been a subject of concern since his collapse at the birthday celebration of Prince Arenas. The Board of Chamberlains has since announced that the king has regained consciousness and his fever has broken, but will yet require no less than 3 weeks of quietude and bed rest in order to recover. Many speculate that it may be some months before the king resumes his official duties. However, Queen Luveria and her retainers have long been in charge of most affairs of state, and thus few problems are anticipated during the king's absence. And then here's the big one, the 50 Years' War. It says the half-century of conflict between Ivalice and Ordalia is today known as the 50 Years' War. The beginning of the 50 Years' War can be traced to the death of Ordalia's king Devan III and his failure to name a successor. His cousin, Varoy VI, was next in line for the throne. However, King Denamda II of Ivalice, the uncle of Devan III, proclaimed himself the rightful heir and declared war on Ordalia. However, this was merely a pretense to justify the invasion of the neighboring Ordalian province of Zelmonia, formerly an independent state. It has been annexed by Ordalia nearly a century prior. Ivalice had since been aiding the province in an effort to weaken Ordalia, though increasingly severe oppression and political purges enacted by the Ordalians stifled Zelmonia's bid to regain independence. Tired of Ordalian rule, the Zelmonian leadership and nobility secretly petitioned Ivalice to take a more direct hand in their liberation. After a victory in Zelmonia, the Ivalician armies marched on the Ordalian capital of Viura. As fate would have it, Denamda II succumbed to a fatal illness on the road. The momentary confusion amongst Ivalice's troops gave Ordalia the opportunity it needed to regroup, and Varroy VI succeeded in pushing the Ivalicians back as far as Zelmonia. The resulting impasse would not be broken until the Ramondan army's invasion 2 years hence. Ramonda, a powerful military state laying across the Rana Strait, marched on Ivalice at the behest of Varroy VI, a blood relation of the Ramondan nobility. However, Denamda II's successor, Denamda IV was a fearless warrior, personally leading his men into battle against the combined might of Ramonda and Ordalia. This, along with an outbreak of the Black Death in Ramonda, forced the Ramondan army to withdraw after only 3 years. Two military orders worthy of particular mention in this conflict were the Order of the Northern Sky, led by the young Barbaneth Beov, who would later claim the title of Knight Gallant, and that of the Southern Sky, led by Sidolphus Orlando, known as the Thunder God. After countless victories at home, these two orders had been poised to advance into Ordalia. However, the protracted conflict had begun to take its toll on domestic morale. Peasant uprisings and revolts throughout Ivalice and Ordalia forced both countries to send their troops home to pacify their own citizens, resulting in another stalemate. It was Denamda IV's sudden death by malady that broke the stalemate, although some claimed that he was murdered. His successor, Andoria III, was ill-suited to the throne and left the governing of Ivalice to his queen and retainers. Without Denamda IV's leadership, the armies of Ivalice had had little prayer of preventing Varroy VI's successor, Prince Leonard, from defeating the troops stationed in Zelmonia and advancing into Ivalice proper. Despite the valiant efforts of the northern and southern orders, Ivalice failed to repel Prince Leonard's invasion of Zeltenia. Ivalice's leaders soon began looking for a peaceful alternative. In the end, both states agreed that prolonging the war would prove mutually detrimental, and a pact was signed allowing each nation to return to addressing domestic strife. An equal peace in name, it was in reality a defeat for Ivalice. The economy of Ivalice was brought to the very brink of ruin as it struggled to pay reparations to its former enemies and to repay the loans taken from neighboring states to fund its war effort. Soldiers returning from the front found themselves without pay, and entire orders of knights were summarily discharged from service. The swelling ranks of the unemployed did little to relieve the people's distrust of the crown and the nobility. All right, that is it for the rumors. Let's take a look here. I haven't really been looking at the shops at all, but we do have some new equipment. I'm probably not going to buy any of this, to be completely honest. Yeah, you just don't really get that much out of the stats from this stuff yet, so... yeah, I think I'm probably gonna be done then. So I do want to point out, though, here in the Zeklis Desert, now that we've done the Sanrat Sietch, this actually does become a battle that you can do. I think one of the things that's kind of interesting about this one is it does have a degenerator trap, which you can drop your character levels there if you want. I'm not going to bother with that. I feel like my characters are low enough, where this is going to be a little bit closer to a normal playthrough. But the flip side of that is if you are extremely high leveled, you can actually run into wizards, humanoid wizards in the Zeklis Desert, and they will have the Thief Caps, which is one of the best helmets in the entire game. Of course, they will have other really good equipment, though, as well, namely some... I think it's the Luminous Robe, I think it's called. Very, very good robe. Even a very good end game robe. So, again, very interesting things that you can do there if you're high enough level. But, anyways, that's pretty much going to be it for this one. We will, no, let me go into Agra's Castle here. Because this actually isn't a battle. So, yeah, let's head up in here and we'll do some more dialogue.
What madness possessed you that you would abandon your posts to traipse about the desert? Silence is not the answer I seek. Speak, and be quick with it.
'Twas I forced Ramza to go.
Was that the way of it, Ramza? Delita led your better judgment astray?
No. I went of my own choosing. The fault lies not with him.
'Tis Ramza's noble disposition that guides his tongue, my lord. It is not as he...
You needn't be false on my behalf, Delita. It was I who chose to disregard orders.
Might I pose a question, Ramza? What purpose do laws serve when even those who would enforce them choose not to pay them heed? Adherence to the rule of law is a knight's solemn duty. It falls upon us as bails to bear the burden of example. Is it your intent to live up to your name? Or to drag it with you through the mire?
Forgive me, Lord Brother.
I believe the point is made, is it not, Dystag? You must not allow the how of it to steal your eyes away from the what. Their rescue of the Marquis was no small feat. It is the way of young men to be impetuous in their haste to do great things. Were we not like them once?
To coddle them is to do them disservice, Your Grace. They must needs learn integrity.
So, you are Count Dystag's younger brother. Rise, son of Galleon. Indeed, you are the very image of Barbeneth. His fire burns in your eyes, I can see it. Such strength and vitality would be wasted atop castle walls.
Our campaign against the Corpse Brigade draws near its end. I will permit you to join in the final stage. Coordinated strikes are to be made on a number of their dens ere long. You will lead one of those assaults.
Very well, Lord Brother.
My apologies, Your Grace.
It was not of your doing, Dystag. In truth, it serves only to show the caliber of man we were dealing with in Gustav. A change in plans was inevitable, once the fool went and staged the kidnapping within our very borders. And let us not forget, they did save the Marquis's life. He will now be honor-bound to acquiesce. In the end, your half-brother's deeds have placed us in quite the favorable position.
The King's life hangs by a thread. We must move quickly now.
Indeed, my dear friend. I trust you will not fail me.
Alright, new stock at the Outfitters. Let's take a look.
After all, in particular.
Blind Knife, Iron Sword's new. Again, probably won't be buying any of this stuff, but you know, Ivalice is a castle, so generally they are they're gonna be dealing with the heavier armor. Yeah, that looks like that's good. Think what's going on with the tavern? Okay, so here's the new rumor: the King Andoria III's condition. It says the capital is rife with rumors that King Andoria III's condition has taken a sudden turn for the worse. Although official word is that he has been steadily improving since his collapse at Prince Arenas' birthday celebration, he looks on the faces of his aides, or the looks on the faces of his aides tell a different story. If the king should pass without naming a regent for the young prince, a battle between the council and the crown over succession seems inevitable. Many pray for the king's swift recovery, that needless conflict be averted. It sounds like he should just name a effing regent already, but anyways, that is going to be it for this one. We will do the Brigand's Den in the next video. So as always, I hope the guide was helpful, and thanks for watching.